I was inspired to get involved initially with scrambled legs. So the scrambled legs was what I was like, oh, what's all this about? You know, I didn't have a clue about Cancer Lifeline prior to scrambled legs. Scrambled legs, well, for me, was something that I'd seen the year before, thinking loads of women going out for a run, no pressure, just, and I'm quite a sociable person. I'll do anything for a little bit of socialising, you know, I'm not really fast. But primarily it was just the whole thought of going out with a gang of women, being able to run at my own pace, which I might add is not very fast. And to do this was really comforting. And the journey started with Lisa. And the story evolves as you run, you generate conversation, you find out a lot more about people. And for me, because I'm quite a chatty person and I'm quite nosy as well, so I like to know things. I like to know about people. And I don't want to be running next to people, somebody thinking, who are they? I like to know what they are, who they are, what they do, where they live. You know, it's just general conversation. If they've got dogs, it's even better. Anyway, so the whole point was the run started because I wanted to get fit, and then it started, and then it just developed into talking with Lisa, talking with Sarah, and then slowly gaining a little bit more information about Cancer Lifeline Southwest and being able to think, oh, okay, this is interesting. And that developed into, well, actually, we are running for a reason. We're running to raise money for Cancer Lifeline Southwest. And then it kind of piques your interest. You think, oh, what's it about? Who are they? What do they do? And you kind of do a little bit of research, Facebook, what the Facebook page is, a website, you have a look at that. And it just triggered something in me, as well as Lisa being the forefront of my focus in, oh, hello, I've seen you about, but not really run with you before, developed into something that I feel today is a really good friendship and will go on for life. You know, not just Lisa, it's Sarah and family and everybody, but the core of it was to raise money for the charity, and the charity was something that inspires me. Everybody gets touched by cancer. We all get involved in certain ways of how we deal with it, who we deal with, who's dealt with it, what you go through yourself. And being able to run, not necessarily talk all the time because I'm not built for speed. So yeah, just being part of the Scrambled Legs developed into Cancer Lifeline along with Lisa and everybody else and stuff like that. Everything we do and I do as a trustee is totally voluntary. It's not paid. It's doing it for the love of it. And I'm not afraid to ask people. I'm not afraid to get pushed back because that's irrelevant to what people have gone through. What I'm asking for is on very small scale in the whole picture, big picture, because we live in Chudley. There's only so many times you can knock on people's doors, but I will continue to knock on doors. And being a sort of person and character that I am, you have to have some sort of social connection. You know, you need to be able to talk to people, to develop friendships. And a lot of fundraising is based on who you know, what you know, and being a trustee, which I think it's been for 3 years. I think it's 3 years now. Came about quite naturally. I was just asked in a meeting. We were having a loosely termed fundraising meeting at a colleague friend's house, and as I walked out the door, do you want to be a trustee? Oh yeah, go on then. It's huge. The impact that Cancer Lifeline has a huge effect on participants, the people that run it, the facilitators, the chef. It's not like I say, it's not a single man's job. You've come through something, and you want to be able to understand what you've gone through. We're there as fundraisers to be able to put this event on, to be able to provide a weekend that is all, pretty much all expenses paid. And when I say that, I go, ugh, but it's not an easy thing to do. To put these events on does cost money, and we want to put them on as a free of charge, because it's not easy getting over cancer. It's not easy providing the service. You're not always going to hit the nail on the head. Not every participant is going to be able to cope with the talking of the event. So it has a knock-on effect. So not only does it have a knock-on effect for the participants, they then tell other people. We rely on word of mouth. It's not a big charity, so where we can, we encourage participants to be able to talk about it. You know, if they're happy to talk about it, not everybody is happy.